Hello and welcome back to a very chilly Brightwells classic car department. It's been a little while since we've been on your screens, so we'll jump straight into it today, have a look at some of the cars that are going through on our February the 19th sale. And we're going to start with something that if you're a James Bond fan, you may recognise. So kicking off, we have here lot 8. It is a Sunbeam Alpine Series 2. As you can see, clearly finished off in the Dr. No colour scheme. It was picked up by our vendor's mother a few years ago. She bought it off a chap who'd owned it for 49 years, and you can see it's in lovely condition, clearly very well cherished. Unfortunately, she passed away before she got to enjoy the car, so our vendor, her son, has given the car a light recommissioning over the past few years. It's had a full new exhaust, new tyres, bit of a spruce up all round. So it's obviously finished in lake blue. It's got a black factory hardtop. It's a 1.6 litre, 85 horsepower engine under the bonnet. It's a really nice example of kind of Alpine's iconic big fin style, much like the one obviously driven by Sean Connery in James Bond's Dr. No. Anyway, let's move on to lot 7, a very nice Escort RS 2000. So here is lot 7, this rather bright Australian-built RS 2000. So it's one of just 2,400 that were built in Sydney. As an Australian market example, it's slightly different to the UK ones. So it's got like a bigger radiator, some beefed up suspension, slightly wider wheels. Some of that has been changed. It's on adjustable suspension now. It's had lots of good work done. It came over from Australia in 2016. Our vendor picked it up in 2022, I believe, in September 2022. He's fitted a big ported head, big cam. It's got some really nice upgrades on it now. It's a really, really nice example. It's got a huge amount of invoices. It's definitely one to keep an eye on. Estimated at 28 to 32,000 pounds. So don't miss out, come down and have a look. It is a really, really solid example. So here is lot 43. This 1939 Matador, one of the most popular vehicles from World War II. Offered here with an auction estimate of 12 to 14,000 pounds. It's likely among the first to leave the AEC works in late 1938. It would have been put to active service for tasks like towing, field guns and recovery duties. After its military service, it's believed to have been used by Blakes of Manchester before being acquired by renowned vehicle restorer Graham Booth in 1979. Our vendor acquired this Matador and a Scamel from Mr. Booth in 2023. It's now running and driving, road registered. It's an ideal addition to any collector and sure to make a statement at shows. It's very, very cool. Here we have lot 45, this MAN or MAN, however you want to say it. 12.5 ton truck. It's offered here with an estimate of 50 to 60,000 pounds. Showing just 13,200 miles, and it's got just 2 owners from new. This is a 2003 model. It's equipped with an Allison Auto gearbox. It's right-hand drive. It's got a recent MAN or MAN service. It's ready for action, ideal for an overland adventure. It offers a double cab for extra passengers and a demountable body for easy accommodation setup. It's registered as an HGV. It eliminates the need for a TOCO and an O license. Features include a laser lamp or laser lamps, a solid platform, diff locks all round, and a rear tow bar with underrun. It's all added at a cost of £1,500. This truck is a perfect base for the trip of a lifetime. It is a very cool thing indeed. Here we have an awful lot of history. Lot 10, this Napier T46 Coupe. It's acquired by our vendor's father in 2015. It's undergone a recent engine rebuild in early 2022. It's not really been used since, I think, if any at all. So it will require a careful running in period. But it's on offer with an estimate of just 15 to 20,000 pounds, which means an awful lot of history and an awful lot of car for the money. It's quite a spectacular thing. It's one just to pop down on our viewing days and just take a look for yourself, because it is absolutely beautiful and very old. It's a really fascinating thing to be around. Here is lot number 6, this W114 Mercedes 250e variant. It came over from Japan in 2019. It's got some nice quirky Japanese bits and bobs inside. It's got some a newer style leather interior, electric seats fitted with some TV screens in the rear headrest for the people in the back. It's got a reversing camera and a rather neat little flip away radio, which is very cool. Some very gangster old school Merc styling with some nice quirky modern upgrades. It's a very cool thing indeed. in our auction, estimate of £6,000 to £8,000. There's an awful lot of car for money. It's very cool, but we're gonna move on now, see what else we've got to look at. Another rare car in the sale is lot 22, this Opel Monza. It's a GSE variant. We believe there's only 14 left in the UK of these that are manuals. This one, of course, a manual. So it's a very cool thing. Fitted a 3-litre straight six engine. Produces 178 brake horsepower and a 0-60 of 9.5 seconds, which is quite impressive for a car this size. It is quite a big thing when you're next to it. This particular model's got just 80,333 miles. That's in the hands of just 3 owners. As a GSE variant, it's got Recaro sport seats, got digital LCD instruments which look very retro. They are very cool. It's a Getrag 5-speed manual, as we mentioned before, so there's just 14 of these left in the UK, we believe. It also has a limited slip differential from the factory, which is very cool indeed. With an auction estimate of just £5,000–6,000, this is a lot of car for the money, especially as a GSE model. This one's in really nice condition, especially the interior is very smart. The body looks pretty good as well. We've had lots of inquiries on this one already, so come take a look whilst you can. It's sure to sell. Kicking off the modern classic side of the sale strong, we have lot 401, this Aston Martin DV7 Vantage. So it's a 5.9 litre V12, 422 horsepower and 540 newton meters of torque. It's from 13-year ownership, showing to 60,700 miles, I believe. It's a really, really nice example. So this one is good to drive out of doors. It comes with MOT until September 2025. If you're in the market for one of these, look no further. This is definitely a good example. A little bit of room for improvement, but overall it's a very tidy car. And next to the DV7, we have this really, really nice example, this 2009 Lotus Elise S. It's covered just 24,000 miles. It's finished in solar yellow, which is a very nice color. It's got a black leather interior. It's got impeccable service history, featuring 9 service stamps. Most recent is only 300 miles ago, where it was done at 23,743 miles in March last year. This particular example is featured in Lotus magazine in January 2020, and again in the Sun's motoring pages in May 2024. Our vendor picked this one up in 2017. Since then, it's had new Yokohama front tyres in 2018 and a 2 Bueller exhaust in 2016. It comes with MOT until June 2025 with no advisories. This really is a fantastic example of a well-maintained, low-mileage Elise. It's definitely not one to be missed, and if you're in the market for one of these, they do not get any better, I promise you. It's really nice. So lot 403 is probably my favourite car in our entire auction. It is this E38 740i Sport variant. So it's got the 282 horsepower V8 under the bonnet. It's an automatic, black leather interior. It's a really, really nice example. It's got a few little faults, but nothing terrible. It's all very, minor things. Make a great daily, great enthusiast car. What's more to say? It's just very, very cool. You can't really go wrong. Probably the best looking BMW made, arguably. But yeah, what a great thing. Here we have lot 437, this 1992 Nissan Homy camper van. Came over from Japan in 2016. I think when it first arrived in the UK, underwent like a full interior makeover. So it's all good to go for your next adventure. These things make very capable four-wheel drive, off-road type vehicles. So you'll see these things, traipsing through the Sahara and God knows where. So it's definitely got a platform for you to take it on some crazy adventures, or just use it as it is. It's very small on the outside, quite big on the inside. You can stand up properly in there. There's lots of room to move around. It makes it very easy. Probably not ideal camper for the UK, to be honest. But yeah, there's quite a lot to like with this, and it's on offer at a very, very enticing guide price, just £3,000 to £4,000, which is an awful lot of fun and an awful lot of holidays for very little outlay. You can buy a whole camper van and go on hundreds of holidays for the same price. You go on just one holiday to Spain. Maybe drive just to Spain, that might be cool. But anyway, a very cool thing, come have a look. So if anything in this video has caught your eye, pop down to our viewing days on the 17th and 18th of February, it's next Monday and Tuesday. We have car bread to coffee here, it'll be a great day out. There's lots of things to like, lots of modern classics, classics, super duper old things, and also some very new things. I've got a BMW i3 here, so We've got a real variation for you. Come down, take a look. We hope to see you all very soon.